Good morning. Welcome to the show. This is Randy Corner, and I'm your host, Randy Clark. And first of all, before we get started, I'd like to thank Chris Davis with my beautiful graphics. This right here, this is all about Sylacauga, my hometown, your hometown. And I got a special guest with me this morning, but I'd like to make one announcement before we get started. The Mignon Baptist Church Christ Closet is today from 9 to 12 out here at the corner of Avondale Avenue and Alabama Avenue. A great bunch of folks out there. They hold this Christ Closet once a month, and they got all kind of things out there to give to the folks that need them. So go out there and see the folks at the Christ Closet today from 9 to 12. Without further ado, I got my special guest here. This is Dr. Jonathan Douglas and Queen, one of our star pickleball players. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good
How
morning.
are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Let's talk about pickleball today, don't we? All right, Dr. Jonathan, tell us something about yourself. I know you've been on here several times, but those that haven't tuned in, tell us a little bit of something about Dr. Jonathan Douglas.
Well, my wife, Dr. Tara Douglas, and I have Broadway Spinal Care, which is in
Okay.
the old Mac and Ted's building. Tara is from here. I'm from Hoover. We moved back about 3 years ago now, and so we've been in that building for almost 2 years. Kim Clark, your wife, is our front desk person, so if you want
Right.
to come see us, call Kim up at the front. Got started teaching tennis probably in the late 80s, I would say, and just been around tennis and courts my whole life. And then we got to Sylacauga, and there was a need to help kind of promote some of this kids' tennis, and then pickleball happened, and we got started with pickleball, and we had no idea what we were getting into. But it's funny, I just posted something last week that when we started, and I think I've seen this transformation in you, that we really worked hard on being competitive pickleball players, and we thought, oh my gosh, we love this game. And then two of us especially, and others too, Jeremy Hay especially, have morphed into seeing the kids enjoying it as much as they do. And so we've really started transitioning to where we do a lot more for these guys, I think, and we enjoy it more seeing them get the benefit from it than us getting the benefit. And so that's kind of what we're talking about today, is how we're getting these kids involved in pickleball and being active in the community.
Right. You know, Jonathan, we used to say that we got people from 4 years old to 94 years old. We got to back up now.
I know.
Because we got some moms coming out there with strollers with their little babies, and they're excited about pickleball too.
I know.
We got moms, they're rotating with their grandmoms, and they're playing and pushing the strollers around, watching us play. It's just so great. And we can't forget to talk about Rosa.
Rosa.
Rosa's one of our stars
Yeah,
with our newest member of Sylacauga Pickleball Club, Liam.
Liam, yeah, and we decided that Liam, how old is he now, like a month or two old or something? I mean, he is our future pickleball star.
Right.
We've just decided for him. He has no ability to not do that. But no, I mean, Rosa's our pusher. Anything you see online or you see pictures, all the above, Rosa's. She was out there 9 months pregnant, and she was out there right after she had the baby, and
That's right.
Liam's been on those courts since day one. So
Right.
that's what we're looking for. It's just a really good energy. You hear so many things about bad energy and all the things that people are unhappy about. Boy, if you want to be happy, come out on a Tuesday night to those pickleball courts.
Yes.
And you're going to hear nothing but laughter and happiness, and you got kids like this that are just doing amazing things, and you're not going to believe what they're capable of doing. And we got kids that are going to get scholarships because they're out there having a good time, and they're interacting with their elders, which I believe is the thing we're really missing. The community aspect, all this people getting unhappy about things, it generally comes down to that we're not connected to our community in the right way. And if we knew our neighbors like we used to know our neighbors, then we wouldn't have a lot of these problems that we have today. And if you want to meet your neighbors, come on out to the courts and be a little active and just come sit and watch and clap. It doesn't matter, but there's happiness out there on Tuesday nights. I know that. And in Childersburg, there's happiness that we have a lot of nights in the gym and otherwise.
Right. So, one thing I'd like to mention before I talk to Queen, you mentioned scholarships. A lot of the parents and grandparents don't know it, but a lot of these colleges are offering 4-year free ride for a pickleball scholarship now. That's one of the things that, one of many things that we're focused on is getting our kids ready so they can get a scholarship when they get on up.
Yeah, there's a real vacuum in this area of kids programming. You think about it, you have Little League for baseball, and you have all these junior football leagues. Where's the junior tennis?
Right.
I mean, I don't understand. Or where's the junior pickleball? The junior pickleball is happening, but it's all happening on a volunteer basis, and we've got it dialed in. And I was actually in Gulf Shores this weekend. I've got somebody who's building a gym, and he does volleyball and all kinds of things. But he was saying, how did you get your pickleball going? And I told him, I said, we do these kids' nights. And he said, that's genius. I never thought about that. And I told him about scholarships. They had no idea that there were scholarships that are coming. So there are a lot of things happening, and it's just really people who love the community and are volunteering to do it. And then Rosa pushes it like crazy. I mean, it's amazing, and it's beyond anything we thought it would be. But apparently it's really necessary, because it wouldn't have grown like this if it wasn't necessary.
Exactly. Good morning, Queen.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Could you tell us a little something about Queen? Could you mention your parents and maybe even that little brother of yours?
Well, my little brother, he is 7 years old.
Okay. His name?
Is King.
Okay.
He is getting better at pickleball. He
Yes.
just started playing tennis in Birmingham. My mother, she is going to turn 33
Okay.
in September 25th.
Okay.
Her name is Sterlisha Horton.
Okay.
She
And your
most of
dad?
the time just takes me places. My father, his name is Sean Teamer. He is, I actually don't know how old he is.
That's okay. He probably don't want us to know it. That's okay. So, what got you involved in pickleball?
Jonathan, actually.
Jonathan did? Okay.
Yeah.
And tennis?
She's a tennis star.
She's
and
a
then
tennis star and a pickleball star.
Yeah.
She's one of our up and coming young ladies that's really brought pickleball and some of the other kids a long ways. What do you really like about pickleball?
I would say like the exercise,
Okay.
because it's like right after I know I'm going to be stronger than I was the other time I came.
That's right.
So
That's great.
I prefer to just like go there to like work out and have fun.
Mm-hmm.
And like the mixture of both is really good.
Every time we play, we get better, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, tell us about some of the other kids that you play with. For those of you who don't know, our kids' night has really exploded. I mean, we have a kids zone, what we call kids zone, on Tuesday nights from 6 to 7 out here at the Sylacauga tennis courts. And we also have a kids zone in Chillisburg on Thursday night from 7 to 8. So those of you that can't really find anything interesting for your kids to do, bring them to pickleball. I'm telling you, they have such a great time, and they're not only having fun, they're getting some good exercise, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, one of the things I really want to talk about this morning is a kids zone tournament we got coming up, and we're so excited about it, and I know the kids are. So, Jonathan,
Picklemania.
could you tell us about our kids zone tournament coming up at the Chillisburg Rec Center, October the 12th? But we need to get registered by October the 4th, because they've got to order some t-shirts. Coosa Pines Credit Union, one of our wonderful partners in pickleball, they're sponsoring it. And tell us about the tournament.
Well, Brad Logan and Terry Sprayberry are the ones that really, Childersburg has been pushing pickleball like crazy. They're building courts. I mean, we're going to have
Right.
courts here pretty soon. I haven't looked at the progress lately, but I mean, they're really close to us having outdoor courts. They have indoor courts in the gym. We have this crazy carnival atmosphere that we do for this glow-in-the-dark tournament. I mean, it's kind of hard to even explain, wouldn't you say? I mean, there's face paint, and everybody's lit up, and it's crazy. But this is going to be a really good way to get kids introduced to playing in a tournament, because it's intimidating. A little girl named Erilyn was there at the last one, and she played her match, and she came off, and I said, how'd you do? And she said, I don't think I even took a breath. I don't even know what just happened. That's what happens in a first tournament, is you just don't even, it's a blur. And so we want to make it a really fun blur so that the kids, the next time there's a tournament, a real tournament, they say, oh, I've done this before. I know how you sign up. I know how you go on court. I know how you warm up. I mean, all these little things that you kind of take for granted. We're going to try to make it this really amazing introduction. There's going to be no pressure on the competitive side of it. Some of the kids are going to be playing with other kids. Some of the kids who aren't ready for that are going to have an adult who just kind of facilitates the game and doesn't take it over, just tries to keep the play going. And we really just want everyone to walk away and say, I want to play pickleball. I want to be on court. Right. Because kids who are on court are happy kids, and they're healthy kids.
Yes. Age groups?
There are age groups, and if you go to Childersburg Rec Desk, they have all the descriptions of that. And if you don't have a partner, then just go ahead and sign your child up, and we're going to place people together. And again, we might have different ability levels. We don't know yet. This is an experiment. But we really just are getting kids on court, and they're just going to have a real good experience. Right. Nobody's going to walk away and not have had fun that day, and that's the main thing.
Hey, even if your child or grandchild has never played pickleball before, enter them in a tournament, because me and Jonathan and a couple more, we're going to be there, and they're going to have a partner. They're not going to feel left out, even though they had never played before. Mm-hmm. The ones that's already been playing, we're going to turn them loose and let them play on their own.
That's right.
But the ones that's not so experienced and haven't played a lot, we're going to help them out, right?
We sure are, and if you could sign them up right now and then just bring them on Tuesday and Thursday nights, and in a couple of weeks, we could have them ready. I mean, we've got 3 weeks until the tournament, so 3 or 4, so yeah, bring them out, and then we could have them ready to go out and feel comfortable. And the other thing about Queen that we didn't talk about is Queen and several of the others have really stepped up, and so I see her grabbing little ones. So she has a little time and she helps them learn something.
Exactly.
Right? And then that's the whole way that we build this. We got to have them teaching the young ones then teach the others, and then that's the way these things build.
Yeah,
and so it's going.
We really love it. Wayne, tell everybody how much fun that you're having at pickleball.
It is so much fun.
Yeah.
Like, when you play, like when you make it in, it feels really good.
Yeah.
I honestly just think that it's really, really, really fun.
Yes.
Because you get to play with different people, and you also meet new people.
Yes.
Make new friends and stuff.
You've made a lot of new friends, right?
Yeah.
Right. That's one good thing that I like about it. I have too. I made a lot of good friends. Mm-hmm. And so let me tell you about our pickleball. We have it on Tuesday nights, and some play on Sunday night too. You can go by the courts just about any night of the week, and there's someone out there playing pickleball. But Tuesday nights is our Ready Sylacauga Pickleball Club. Out here at the tennis courts, it's from 5 to 8. Our kids zone is from 6 to 7. We have different levels of courts, so you just kind of stand back and see what is your level, and you go play with them. It's a really great time. We keep it alternating. Where nobody stands around and gets bored, we keep it going, and really a great time. Childersburg, you can play up there on Monday nights inside the rec in the air conditioner this time of year.
Nice.
And like Jonathan said, they're building some new courts, 4 new courts out by the baseball field, and they're going to be outdoor courts, but inside the rec on Mondays from 5 to 8, on Wednesdays from 5 to 8, and on Thursdays from 5 to 7. You can come up at the rec. There'll be folks there to play. Nobody plays no harder than anybody else. If we get somebody that's haven't played much and not so good, we come down to their level. We want them to learn. We want them to hit the ball and to get better.
That's right.
So mention the rec stuff one more time about the tournament.
Childersburg Rec Desk. And I wanted to mention one more time quickly that if you've ever played tennis, because we get a lot of tennis players, in tennis it's very hard, and Queen can tell you this, you don't just walk up to a tennis court and say, hey, can I play? It just doesn't happen. You've got to call friends, or you got to set it up with the pro. But if you walk up to the pickleball courts, that's exactly what happens. And so if you just walk up, don't be afraid to go talk to people and say, hey, how do I get in a game? What do I do? Because everybody will help you and say, oh, okay, you're going to hang your paddle here, and then this is a court that's right for you. All of that's going to happen, so don't be intimidated, and don't think it's kind of like a tennis court where you walk up and then you don't know anybody and you're not playing a game. You can play a game. I mean, if you've never played, show up. We're going to get you in there. We're going to teach you some things. So just don't be intimidated. I think it's very hard to walk up to anything where you don't know people, you don't know how to play, but this group, it's going to be fine. Just say hello to somebody. We'll get you on there.
And I gotta throw a shout out to Priscilla Boykin. She is teaches kids in the Pell City in Oxford area, and she's bringing a bunch of kids to play in the tournament, and they're coming to have fun too.
Yeah, they are, and
Right.
she's a Spitfire, and she's behind a lot of this too. And so, yeah, we're creating collaboration so that because you need to play people in your area, but you also need to play others, and then you create new friends, and it's all the things we're trying to do.
Exactly. Tuesday nights from 5 to 8 out here at the Sylacauga Tennis Courts, and also in Chillsburg. So come on out tonight, and we'll be glad to show you the game, teach you the game, and you're gonna play and have a lot of fun and get some exercise. Now, before we go, I'd like to tell you that next week I'm gonna do a introduction to Sylacauga, Alabama, my hometown. It's going to be an all-positive show. There will be no negativity in there. And I'm going to tell you about some of the great things that's going on right here in Sylacauga, Alabama. Thank y'all so much for coming in.
Thanks, Randy.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time.